senior day. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's Nicky. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll leave it with him. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long, long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking downfield, it's Morton. He finds his man. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The short hand, it's Hudson. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of movement. Honestly, that receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Going up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Valdez. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that will help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Tackle is made after the first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs. He's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
Throws to the tight end. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. ground. It's Carter. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. And the Spartans get the first down. This is what Spartan running backs do. They get behind their pads, they move the chains. Le'Veon Bell among many who've been great at that.
And Kenneth Walker, man, you pull back a couple years ago, such a great season, too. But just that's their physicality. That's the brand that they've had. That's what their coaches embrace. You know, not being the quote-unquote main team in their state, but they're going to hit you in the face and they're going to play physical.
They'll give it to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Not a lot on the return, but they could live with that as they got it at the 49.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence they can fit the ball tight windows. How about the defensive play right here? Making an unbelievable interception, forcing a turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Here's the handoff. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
They go to the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
And the Red Raiders trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
The best running backs are the guys that can just step out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll go with the 5 wide outset on 2nd and 7. Quick release on the RPO. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Burress, and he just kept putting the football in Plax's range, and we just couldn't stop the two of them. They went up and down the field on us all day long throwing it. If you just give your guy a chance like he did right there, I don't know if this defense can stop it.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Dropping back, it's Childs. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Gets rid of it. Makes his connection. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's going to pass on 2nd down. He'll take a deep shot here. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking for a crease. It's Valdez. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas Tech 14, Michigan State 7.
Really? Are you kidding me? What are you doing?
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Now on second down. They'll run it. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Back to pass, it's Morton. Moving away from pressure. Makes a connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas Tech.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop his drive.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on your heels.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking for a man, it's Childs. Using the quick game. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Those slot receivers nowadays are the right place. You can play touch football and elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Smarty.
Michigan State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. All tied up, just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Dickey. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. You decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Makes the stop at the 32, and he picks up 10 on that play.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They'll throw it on first down. The sure hands, it's Hudson. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Wants to throw. It's Morton. They're trying to get to it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Going to try to get it himself.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nor the quarterback can throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Volleyball on third and short. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Offensively, you're going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
And the Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll go to the ground. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
When I go into every game, I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been hard.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the ground with the back. Powers through. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set is able to rip off that one for a first down.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
Get that touchdown right before the half. Build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on what's likely the final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Childs. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Red Raiders will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from out of this group.
I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
One thing I love about this defensive coordinator is that he has a lot of different exotic looks. He's not just going to rush with 4. He's not just going to rush with 3. He's not just going to blitz linebackers. This guy's blitzing DBs.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lets it fly. Makes the catch down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4. Dances away to buy time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Quite the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it.
pass. It's Childs. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Now on second and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big difference.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points today, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and look at.
They'll line up for a second down play. On the run, it's Valdez. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 for the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense, in between the tackles. He keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. And the timing just a hair off.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching the film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's second and 10. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
At the 35, he's loose. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so fluid. Initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed.
And that pass is intercepted. Looking for more room. The tag. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan State. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we teach you offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Coming out with it, it's Sticky. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that one. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle was finally made. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Feeling some... Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
2nd down after the offense averted absolute disaster. They'll try the run. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
This offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
Gain of 1. Now, 4th down.
They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. And the Red Raiders brought to the ground, but not before picking up the 1st. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
The give to the back. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down at the 16.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get them 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. Able to get 1 down to the 15.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line.
This has the makings of a good drive. The 7th play brings up a 3rd and 4. To the air, it's Morton. They're working that left side. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
And that's a really good example of the quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Snap in the shotgun. Trying to get to it. Quarterback adapted. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Michigan State 28, Texas Tech 21.
Let's go. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Here we go. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this running back is so dangerous getting close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst. He showed all of those attributes right there.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. An 84-yard drive there, and he got into the house from the 6th to finish it. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time.
Scoop and score. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. The offense lining up for a first down play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Can't make the connection. The pressure there calls the missed timing.
And that's how the pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He'll pull it down. The ball squirts free. They recover their own fumble. How in the world the offense avoid that disaster?
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble. Bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Looking to throw for it. He's going for it all. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Smarty.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's sticky. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think, put them back on their heels. Now, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They're getting this guy lathered up. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs managed. But the way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
They run the reverse. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, it's a huge play on the jet sweep, getting that first down. Defensively, I think everybody had their eyes in the backfield. They were not expecting that guy to get the football that quickly and be on the perimeter of the field.
The Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Might be looking to run. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
They didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
And the Red Raiders line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense ball has a chance to take it.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for space. It's Carter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand. He gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for the pass.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. You got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Back to throw, it's Child. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They make the stop after the catch. Still some work to do to pick up that first down. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with the pressure, hitting their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quick strike complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts it down.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right now blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain. They were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. seconds left.
Michigan State.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
How about that? 4th quarter, tie game, and you're still going for it. The onions to be able to do that and call it not rewarded now. Defense is going to have to go out there and step it up. Game on the line.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To the air, it's Morton. Lost one deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
That is exactly what you want in this offense. Take almost all the drop and execute, and now go out and take the lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. He's taking the deep shot. Makes the grab down the left side. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all...